Hello everybody, Ahmad here. I'm one of the judges of the NBL for Season 4. I'm actually re-recording this video because I made a mistake last video with saving it, and unfortunately I need to re-record everything that I just said, which really sucks. Anyway, I decided to showcase this match from the Week 1 battles. There were 32 combatants, but I chose this battle as one of the featured of this week. There'll be more featured for this week, but I just thought this match was a very good match. Anyway, without further ado, I'm just gonna hop right into this because I wasted a lot of time recording it previous. Now I probably won't talk as much, but I will try to cover the major things that happened during this match. Okay, anyway, here Steve is gonna go right in for the Mega Evolution. And just to give a little background on these players, Steve is actually one of our current Elite Four members, and Blue is just a combatant that's been around for quite a while and is actually taking the Gem League challenge and a few other challenges within our league. So anyway, he's going to go for the Mega Aggron, obviously trying to withstand a little bit of damage. I believe this hidden power here is ground because it is super effective. Here I expected OKO, however, Pidgeot does manage to survive it because no stab from the Aggron. Anyway, to clean up the Aggron, he's going to go in straight for the Heat Wave. Now he goes into Greg the Gliscor. Gliscor has been traditionally one of the hardest Pokemon to kill in the NBL, and has also provided the most challenge for pretty much all competitors. At one point, I actually messed around with Gliscor myself just to see how good he was, and he is pretty good. Anyway, here are the MVPs of the match facing off. So Greg is going to be the MVP of Blue's team, and Sharpedo is the MVP I chose for Steve's team because they both did a tremendous amount of work, and I was pretty impressed by Sharpedo's longevity in this match. Well, here he goes for the Hydro Pump, knocking out the Electrovator. Okay, so Blue's going to come out with the Scrappy. Obviously not wanting to take a fighting attack. Sharpedo's going to use Protect. So Steve's going to go in with the Hydro Pump and take out a clean chunk from this Scrappy, who uses Knockoff. Now seeing that he's not going to use a fighting attack against him, he's not really fearing much, I don't think, and he also has a speed boost, so he will outspeed and kill this thing next turn. That being said, Blue is going to predict that and switch out the Scrappy to send out Juan, his Tentacruel. Tentacruel is going to take this Hydro Pump like a boss, obviously. Doing a clean, probably, what, 16% or something like that. Anyway, Tedrick's going to go for the Protect again just to scout out to see what Tentacruel is going to do, which he's going to use Sludge Bomb. Knowing how fragile his Pokemon is and also how much HP he has, he's just going to sacrifice his Sharpedo here in a pretty impressive play. Using Destiny Bond, he's able to take out probably the biggest threat to his team, which is the especially defensive Tentacruel. So without much work, Tentacruel goes down. Next up, Steve's going to send out his Galvantula, which is going to send out a Sticky Web. Now, as I had mentioned before, like I said, Gliscor was a huge threat in the earlier seasons of the NBL, and is always a returning threat. So a lot of competitors would carry something like a Hidden Power Galvantula, or hidden power ice on their Galvantula. However, here, as you can see, Steve does not, and he carries the Giga Drain for recovery purposes. Unfortunately, Gliscor is really tanky, and I believe this is especially defensive Gliscor. I cannot tell, but the way he takes special attacks throughout this match kind of leads me to believe that Gliscor is going to obviously roost. Therefore, Galvantula has no choice but to switch here. Okay, so Steve makes a pretty good play switching into his Hydreigon Levitate, and he's able to avoid the Earthquake completely. Now, this Hydreigon completely walls his Gliscor. I don't think Steve actually realized how much until later on. Or actually, no, he should have realized exactly how much. And the Dark Pulse does a pretty clean chunk to this thing. I'm surprised that it actually survived that. Anyway, he goes into the Scrappy just to use his Death Father, because there's no way he's going to be able to survive a Stab Dragon Pulse from this thing. Anyway, here he's going to go out to Slowking, pretty much to set up, as you will see. Steve's going to switch back into Galvantula, and Slowking is going to begin setting up with Calm Minds. Anyway, feared out by Galvantula, he's going to switch back into Greg to take the electric attack. With that being said, obviously Galvantula cannot do a thing against him. He's going to switch out to his Moking, which is a really weird play, if I do say so myself. I understand he does have the air balloon, so he wasn't fearing an Earthquake or anything like that. But traditionally, Excadrill hasn't really been able to do anything against Gliscor. Here he sets up the late game Stealth Rocks, I guess to keep the switches from happening so often. But like I said, it is a little late for this. Anyway, he goes for the Iron Head. I'm assuming trying to get the flinch, and probably not having really anything better to hit this thing with. I'm not sure why he goes for the Taunt here, as he could have just OKO'd this thing and avoided the Iron Head completely. The only thing Excadrill can do extra at this point is set up Sword Dances. So regardless, he would have OKO'd this guy with an Earthquake. So I'm not sure exactly what he did there and why. And I'm not sure if this really affected the outcome of the match or not, just because the Dragon Pulse does do a lot. But I feel that it wouldn't have affected anything, just because this Gliscor is walled in by this Hydreigon. It has nothing that can actually really hurt this thing. Earthquake can't hit it, and Knockoff isn't going to do much, close to a few percent. Anyway, it's going to go back to the Slowking, I'm assuming to absorb some of this special attack damage. Unfortunately, Hydreigon hits like the Hulk. So he's going to hit him with this Dark Pulse and just knock him down to red instantly, just consuming him, devouring his health. Not being able to outspeed, he goes for another Dark Pulse, easily killing the Slowking, which was never even a threat. Anyway, he's going to switch back to Greg, being his last Pokemon, and take this Dark Pulse. With a final knockoff, he gives one last struggle before Steve decides to go in for the Dark Pulse once more. And with that, their match ends, Steve being the victor. Anyway, again, I wanted to showcase this match because I thought it was really cool for the usage of the Pokemon and also the movesets and whatnot. Anyway, if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, be sure to check out our Pokemon League. If you are not a part of Nuevo, I would love if you came to join us and also challenge our gym leaders. The NBL is an event that lasts over 12 weeks, and we're trying to make it a lot more popular than it already is, which it is a pretty big event within our league. Like I said, there are 32 combatants. Unfortunately, it's too late to sign up for this season unless we get a dropout. But we're trying to avoid getting any dropouts this season. So with that being said, like I said, be sure to check out Nuevo League, and if, like I said, subscribe to this channel, like the videos, watch more videos. I would love that. Share it with your friends. And again, like I said, this is week 1 featured match between Steve and Blue. So anyway, I hope to see you all next time, and live on.